Buckle up for another episode of Ghostfacers, the Supernatural Rewatch Podcast. My name is Richard, and sitting shotgun as always is my brother in podcasting, Reed.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I'm here.
We did this episode.
What?
We did this episode together like a year ago, and then you never called.
What do you mean? What did I do?
Well, we recorded pretty hard, mind you. And then, you just, you left.
Oh, yeah, I was recording a lot of episodes in that time frame.
Is that supposed to make me feel good about it?
Well, it was with other hosts.
Oh. Huh.
I thought we had, an open podcast thing.
Oh. Let's get into it?
I'd rather not.
Oh.
Ghostfacers! We're facing ghosts! We're others, we're not! We're ghosts! Ghostfacers! Stay in the kitchen when the kitchen gets hot! Ghostfacers! We're facing nightmare! We're facing dread! Ghostfacers! We're facing faceless! We're facing dead!
Welcome to Ghostfacers. Today we're discussing Season 6, Episode 13.
Whoa, spooky.
Yeah, Unforgiven. And they call it Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's 9 a.m. It's 9:30. We catch up.
It's New Year's Day.
Yeah, I know. And you did nothing. I'm the one who's hungover.
Do you know why I froze there? I was trying to remember.
Wow, this is very long.
I was trying to remember the movie
Yeah.
Unforgiven, and I couldn't.
Is that Sandra Bullock?
I have no idea. I can't remember it.
Oh, I mean, you just...
I just know there is one called Unforgiven.
Cool, man.
So anyway, how's how have you been?
I mean, you know... etc.
How about those international titles?
Yeah. Ooh, no. Before we do that, we got a review.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, we haven't talked about who filmed the episode, what day it came out, any of that stuff.
I'll be honest. I usually tune out.
Well, tune in because we've got a review.
Ooh.
5 out of 5 failed Sam relationships.
Wow.
They go on to say.
I wonder if he has exactly 5 relationships in this show.
No, I think he's only ever had
I think he has
2 or 3.
fewer. Well, here, hang on.
Wolf.
I'm gonna stretch
Oh,
the
I guess-
definition of relationship a bit.
Sure.
Jessica.
What happened to her?
We may never know. Wolf, werewolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, a werewolf, not just a regular wolf.
I heard she liked it doggy style.
Yikes.
Okay, so that's 2 out of 2 dead.
There's redacted fan favorite from late in the show.
Redacted.
Well, I don't want to spoil it,
Oh,
but
sure.
the fan favorite one.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, I mean, unless
Of
you...
the wolf one is really werewolf one is really stretching.
You really gotta watch that.
Listen, I don't want there to be any gray wolf area.
Look, you should have seen the scene where the wolf laid on its back and gave Sam fuck me eyes.
Listen, they draw Nala fucking sexy in that movie, man.
Yeah, they make a lion sexy.
Yes. Have you not seen The Lion King?
She's certainly lying down.
Yeah. Anyway,
ready for the
I think
pride.
Sam might only have 2 true relationships.
Unless you think about the French mistake as being one, but
Yeah, that can count.
seemed like a failed relationship too.
Well, yeah, I guess Ruby. We just glossed over Ruby.
Oh yeah, I guess that
So
was
4.
Yeah.
We're close to 5.
Yeah.
5 failed Sam relationships.
Well, let's see.
Spoilers, they all fail.
The rest of the review.
Oh,
says. and
It is 5.
But isn't that one the fan favorite?
Oh, I didn't think so.
I think that's the fan favorite.
Oh, that's interesting then.
Well, I mean, wait for 4 more years.
Yeah, let's pick this conversation up in 2027. Yeah.
4 more years.
5 more years.
Well, we're in 2023 now.
Oh yeah. I was going to say it's 2022. I forgot how New Year's works.
Yeah, it's in the name, I think.
2022 round 2.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo 2022.
So what's the review say?
They go on to say, "Hey, Ghostfacers, love the podcast. I've been binging through your podcast and have gotten into season 4.
Nice.
Hey, that's where things starting to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, season 5 is probably where we really hit our stride.
Yeah. That's when we were awarded.
Yeah, and there's great segments.
All right.
Anywho.
Never mind. I forgot where we were going with this.
Yeah.
The work you do is hilarious. Yeah, we're doing real work.
This is work.
Yeah, we're first responders.
Yeah. We're essential services. We're the real heroes of the pandemic. People needed podcasts to listen to, and we were there.
Yeah, we certainly were there.
We were present.
We showed up. The work you do is hilarious and so uplifting.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry that this constitutes as uplifting for you.
I'm not. This is as good as any of us deserve.
There's my boy.
Yeah.
And it's nice to connect with Randy, funny guys.
Fair.
Who have similar humors as myself that I can listen to while doing anything.
Whoa. That's probably not how they wrote it.
I mean, who's to say?
Yeah.
Anything.
Can you feel love tonight?
Love all the things you do, and I'm looking forward to catching up to the new releases soon. Hopefully by the time you get this, I'll be all caught up. Brazil, Capoeira.
Oh, Brazil.
From Tater.
Oh, yeah.
Potato.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
That's right. Thanks, Tater.
What's this, taters?
I want them fresh and wriggling, raw.
Sausages, bacon. Sausages, tomatoes, nice crispy bacon. Put it out, you fools.
I've been watching the last. I've watched the first 2.
Nice.
And the extended cut.
Yeah, the only ones worth watching.
I mean, that's really wow. So when you watched it in the theater, you're like, something feels off.
I truly, after we knew that was the pattern, we'd watch it in the theater. We'd go, awesome. Let's wait for the good one.
Wow.
And this is what my family did. We'd watch it in the theater.
Yeah.
We'd get the DVD of the theatrical cut, and then we would get the extended one. We were just getting everything along the way.
Good Lord.
Because a little bit is better than none. But once you have all of it, I'm not going back to a little. Once you get a big.
I mean, I've heard that before.
Yeah. Ladies.
I need a big boy. Give me a big boy.
Yeah. That was the theme song from the Two Towers.
Yeah, exactly. I need a big
it
tree.
It was about the ends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to the same place.
God, we're cool.
I was going to the exact same joke. Yeah.
We're good at this.
Yeah.
We're cool guys.
Murarum.
No, we just said our hellos.
Yeah. Yeah, I also
slow-ass
believe
talking
that
piece of
nothing worth doing is fast. Ladies. I just don't think it's worth doing.
Yeah. That's the reality.
Couldn't be faster.
Yeah. Since I can't do it slow.
Yeah. It must not be worth doing. Oh, well.
All right, let's talk about this episode.
Yeah, please. Don't let me vamp. I'll keep revealing things about myself. I mean, making up jokes.
Yeah, things that are false.
Uh-oh.
Unforgiven was released February 11th, 2011.
Yeah.
Hey,
they could bind it no longer.
That's right.
It was released.
That's right. Written by Andrew Dabb and Daniel Laughlin.
Yeah, Daniel Floss.
Oh,
Flaughlin.
I have a 15-year-old employee at my cafe, and I floss for them constantly, and they really don't like it.
I mean, that's also like a 4-year-old thing to do.
That's what they keep saying. Yeah. They're like, that's from when I was a kid. And I was
What
like,
is
you're
the-
still a kid.
What's the new dance?
I don't know. We're the guys to figure that out, though.
Do you know what? Put your notes down. We need to solve this.
Yeah. We're gonna do some TikTok dances until we get to the most modern one.
Yeah, we should do TikTok trends, but just make them supernatural.
Yeah, it's cuffing
Making
season.
my mom look like Dean.
Oh my god! Whoa! I mean,
Easy.
I mean that's fucking trend. Jesus Christ.
No comment.
This episode was directed by David Barrett and was viewed by an estimated 1.97 million viewers.
They were like, Soulless Sam's over. We don't like regular Sam.
Yeah,
We're leaving.
yeah, it's true. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
Well, let's watch the promo and see
All
if that gives any indication.
I just don't understand why it has the old film reel
I
thing.
know. I was just thinking that. I was like,
News from the front. The Germans moving. Like, why does it have like an old film reel effect over it?
some like designer got a hold of it.
They were
was
like,
just
oh, this is about flashbacks, right? So like all the way to the dawn of film.
Yeah. Who knows how long ago this was?
Yeah, Sam didn't have a soul for how long? Since the 20s?
But also kind of looked like bad porn.
Monsieur
film.
Montpellier's first hot air balloon flight.
Oh, the humanity. What did Sam do?
the shot of Sam shooting, and then it's the Hindenburg smash cut. To,
Oh my God, he shot it down.
yeah. Sam was soulless through the ages.
I mean,
That's not a bad episode.
yeah.
Anywho.
All right. Let's go to the segment you were waiting for.
Yeah, international titles,
That's
obviously.
right. This episode was titled, as we already know based on my awesome singing, a Metallica song.
Yeah. Unforgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the name of the episode. I think
Yeah.
I got that far. Yeah.
Not to be confused with Oh No.
What? What?
Oh,
What? No.
It's so not cool.
Say it, buddy.
I thought there was also an Alanis Morissette song called Unforgiven, but it's Uninvited. The one from the City of Angels soundtrack.
I don't know.
You're
Jesus Christ.
uninvited.
I don't know what part of that was less cool. The fact that you were like, oh, this makes me think of an Alanis Morissette song.
Right.
And then, but you know Alanis Morissette well enough to stop yourself because you know
got
what the
it
actual
wrong.
title
Yeah.
was. And then you remember what movie it was from.
Oh, it's because the City of Angels soundtrack is one of the best soundtracks from the 90s.
Wow.
It's got fucking Peter Gabriel on it. It's got Clapton on it. It's got Iris, obviously. It's got Alanis Morissette. There's some like bangers on that.
I mean, it's no Swordfish soundtrack. Looking at you, Oakenfold.
Wow. Wow. A movie I would rather not remember. Yeah.
It's Travolta, Halle Berry. What more could you want?
Jackman.
That's right. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Playing a very believable hacker.
They were like, did you like him as Wolverine? Well, here's this.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It's funny. I mean, you like Thor. Here's him as a hacker. So I mean, they did the exact same thing with Hemsworth.
Oh, yeah. That's Black Hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, international titles.
A tangent-filled episode.
Yeah. We haven't seen each other. Well, I mean, it hasn't been that long. It was like Boxing Day.
Yeah. It's been a fine amount of time that we're all okay with.
All right. Oh, that's why. Okay.
It's just the notes from last week.
No.
God, I really hoped that's what it was.
It is, but I put the international titles in the featured music by accident.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, these are the notes from last week. And then I was like, oh no, they're here. Because I'm like, I remember putting them in. And then I
Right.
realized I put them in the wrong spot.
Understood.
So they're
Gotcha.
there, but not where they're supposed to be.
Understood.
So 3 titles.
Gotcha.
Unforgiven is the title.
Right.
The first one we're looking at is the German title.
It's I don't have to apologize for shit. It's not like I was the one that did all these things. That happens in an earlier time. If it's someone totally different, why am I bearing the responsibility for the...
No.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no. The German title is... Jesus. The German title is Merciless.
Yikes. Easy Germany. God, it feels like Germany's like picking at that wall.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I have some memories. That's how I might
Oh,
want to...
something is coming back to me.
It's all coming back to me now.
Anywho,
The nights were so cold. It's all coming back to me now.
so nights of endless pleasure. It was more than any laws allowed. Baby.
yeah. The next title.
Then I touch you like this.
When I hold you down like that. You will never resist.
And it's all coming back to me. When I unschluss like this. And when you blitzkrieg like that. It's a war on two fronts, and it's all coming back.
Oh my god. Sarah's gonna be so mad. Next is the French title.
French title is like brutal memory or like something like that.
No, they focused on the
Violent past, something like that.
No,
Oh, okay.
it's just the Iraq.
Sam fucks his way through a town.
Sam Fuckfest 2011.
Yeah.
The
The famous French naming convention for things is to name it like a weird music festival.
yeah, exactly. No, it's the Arachne.
Oh, sure. Oh, I should have known. The French always do the monster. I should have known better than that. I
L'Arachne.
wasn't thinking. Head wasn't in the game.
L'Arachne.
L'Arachne.
But it's got an accent aigu on the,
Oh, l'Arachne.
yeah.
But they call
it's accent aigu and then an E.
but it's still spelled arachne. It's
Yeah.
not like just the spider. It's not l'araignée
no.
with a G.
No.
Okay. L'Arachne.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now the Hungarian title.
All right. Oh, Hungarian title is I'm back, you son of a bitch.
And I broke some back.
Whoa.
Hell
Boards.
Yeah. Whoa.
Headboards. Sorry.
Come on.
I was thinking of Shaq.
Should have just
Breaking all those backboards.
Yeah, I mean, Sam was dunking. That's for sure.
Jesus.
No, the Hungarian title is "You Have No Forgiveness."
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
pretty like
That's
down.
Hungary talking to Germany.
Hungary, you are merciless.
Yeah, goodness.
The thing I don't have this week is the soundtrack.
Featured music.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there was none. Anywho,
It's fine. No one listens to that part.
the featured soundtrack was obviously the World War II German version of It's All Coming Back to Me Now.
Yeah, and what more would you want?
Yeah.
But before we hear that, let's talk about the TV Guide's description of this episode. Sam and Dean are lured to a small town where they learn some disturbing facts about Sam's behavior
Yeah.
when he previously lived there and worked on a case with his grandfather.
That's right.
And that's it.
That is the most obtuse one.
I
Normally
know.
they give everything away.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
one is just like, we shouldn't say anything.
Yeah, who knows what Sam did
They go to a town, work on a case.
with his grandfather.
Anyway.
I'll never tell what he
I'll
does.
never
But before I do tell, why don't we open up Dad's journal and learn about some of the real world lore about the
Yeah.
Arachne?
Yeah, let's see what the lore says about Arachne. So,
How are you with spiders?
I don't love spiders.
Yeah, me either.
But I would say my fear of spiders is like proportional. It's about the size of the spider
Oh,
and the
okay.
size of the space. A small spider in my car will kill everyone in the passenger's seats.
I'll drive it off the road.
I will end us all.
Yeah, okay. Good to know.
A small spider in my house I don't love, but I could deal with. But I have to deal with it. Because
Yes.
if it goes away and I can't see it, then I'm like, it's laying eggs. There's thousands of them. Like I spiral.
Did you watch
But then a big spider in the house or even outside, I'm like, no.
Yeah. Did you watch Arachnophobia as a kid?
No.
It fucked me up. I think that's where my fear of spiders
No,
came
I
from.
think I'm just like reasonable. I just have a reasonable, normal fear.
Of lots of things.
Well, specifically this, but yeah.
There's a lot of other things.
I didn't say there weren't. I just mean this one is reasonable.
I don't think there's any spiders that can hurt us up here.
Well, I'm not going to be the one to find out. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I'm not some scientist. I
Yeah.
assume everything's a threat.
Yeah. Do I know every spider?
Personally,
I'm going to do my own research.
hell yeah.
Yeah, on spiders.
4 more years.
Oh no. So Arachne is not like a class of monster. Arachne is like a specific individual.
Oh, the Arachne?
No, name is Arachne.
Oh.
This is from Greek myth. But the word comes from the Greek word for spider, which is like arachni.
Sure.
It's where we get the term arachnid and arachnophobia.
Oh, okay.
The French word araignée and
Yes.
like all these kind of things. So in Greek mythology, Arachne began as a human woman from Lydia in Greece, and she was a talented weaver who goes up against the goddess Athena and ends up transformed into a spider.
Whoa.
Now, there's kind of 3 prevailing versions of this myth. So there's a version from Ovid's Metamorphosis, where it says she was so talented a weaver and so boastful that she challenged Athena to a contest. So Athena is not only a goddess of war, she's also a god of like craft, like handiwork, stuff like that. So she challenges Athena to a weaving contest, basically. And Athena weaves tapestries that depict like the gods in battle and the gods being like virtuous and all this kind of stuff. And Arachne makes tapestries like showing like Zeus turning into a swan to like sexually assault like the Queen of Sparta. And she's like, look at how the gods are bullshit. So not only is Arachne like have a real pointed kind of message in her thing, she's also better than Athena.
Yeah.
She's a better weaver, and this angers Athena. And the Greek gods famously don't like it when mortals are or pretend to be better than them. So she destroys Arachne's work, and Arachne hangs herself in despair.
Whoa.
But then Athena, supposedly out of pity, loosens the rope, which then becomes a cobweb, and she turns Arachne into a spider so that she'll weave forever.
Jesus.
In another version, Athena heard of the skill of Arachne and comes to challenge her herself.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Athena comes to challenge. And in that version, Athena's tapestries are more about like the dangers that befall mortals when they pretend at godhood.
Oh.
And Arachne's depicted like injustices the gods committed against mortals. So that's not vastly different from the Ovid version. Arachne is clearly better, and Athena in a rage uses a potion of Hecate to transform Arachne into a spider and condemns her to weave forever. And then in the third version,
Jeez.
Zeus judges the contest,
Hell yeah.
and Arachne loses.
Whoa.
And the stakes of the contest were that the loser could never again touch a spindle or a loom.
Yeah.
And so out of pity, Athena turns Arachne into a spider so that she could weave forever and not break the terms of the contest.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think in the Ovid version, Arachne is also credited with inventing linen cloth.
Oh.
Like, she's such a good weaver that she's like, check this shit out. I call it linen.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to make fucking dope-ass suits out of it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Summer suits, baby.
Yeah. This is going to look great when you all see Casablanca.
Or go to a beach wedding.
Yeah. Or see Glass Onion. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
God, it's so good.
Great.
Yeah, absolutely good. So that's
I was about to do a Benoit Blanc I decided against.
But why would you do that?
A donut's whole in a donut's hole.
Yeah, there's no.
And our donut is not whole at all.
Yeah, we don't. There's no good donuts whole line in the Glass Onion.
No, he kind of skirts around it with the
Glass Onion.
The Glass
yeah,
Onion.
yeah.
What an apt metaphor. Something that's seemingly layered,
Yeah.
but its center is clear. It's in plain view.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But
I do love that. There's like a trend going around on TikTok where people are just taking like lines from other movies or things like that and doing them in Benoit Blanc voice.
Oh, that's very fun. I like that.
At any rate, that's Arachne.
Holy shit! Well, why don't we talk about the show, the episode that Arachne's in?
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
All of those things.
Let's do it.
We're beginning with the then, which is what? Do you
remember that Lost in Space movie with Gary Oldman and Matt LeBlanc and William Hurt?
Yes.
Didn't Gary Oldman's character turn into some kind of like spider monster?
Oh, interesting. I do not.
He gets
remember
like bit, and then they like breed inside him, and he turns into like a spider monster.
Oh, I don't remember it that well. Jeez.
All right.
Cool.
I'm just gonna periodically think of Spider-Man. Hey, do you remember in Wild Wild West?
Yeah. Wicked Wild Wild West. Yeah.
Love the spiders.
Giant metal spider.
Giant
I
metal
always
spider.
just think about
That's the producer, right?
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
like infamous in Hollywood with like, it should end with a giant metal spider. He tried to put it into that Superman movie that never got made.
That Kevin Smith worked on.
Yeah, and then it was like Wild Wild West is like, can there be a giant mechanical spider? And they were like, what? Like, yeah. And they just did it.
I mean, it kind of works.
But also,
in
Kenneth
that.
Branagh's character also has spider legs.
Yes, which seems unnecessary. Yeah.
Loveless, another like kind of wacky
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
southern accent.
That's right. I'm here for every fun southern accent.
Do I just love like third acts with spiders?
Huh.
Huh.
For a man who doesn't like them,
Yeah.
I sure like spiders in movies.
Interesting.
Except for arachnophobia. You don't
And
want
except
them.
for Spider-Man.
I hate it. He's a freak.
Yeah, I'm J. Jonah Jameson. He's a menace.
All right, so we begin with the then, which is mostly just like this a discussion about Sam's soul.
Yeah.
It's really just like death and Sam's soul and
Don't
coming
pick at the
back
wall and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
We're really just going back over that again.
Yeah.
We begin the now 1 year ago in Bristol, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Upon entering Bristol, I think it's just important to say that Sam and Dean pass a sign that for the city that says "Where memories are made." Sam has lost his memories. Yeah. So of the prior year, after he's putting his soul
Is
back
that just a writing thing, or did they pick Bristol because that's like the town motto
No,
or
it's just a
something?
writing thing.
Okay.
But anyways, so Sam and Samuel are working a case.
Yes. Yeah. 1 year ago.
Yeah. We start with like literally gunshots. From Sam and like Samuel's like Jesus Christ.
Well, it's kind of like a quick cut sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, we don't see the whole scene of
we'll
what's
go back
happening.
to that. But we the Sam and Samuel have worked a case and have left the town one night only to be pulled over by a cop.
Yeah, and Samuel's trying to be good about it. The cop's like, absolutely not, get out of the fucking car. He's still calling them like agents.
Well, so the other agent,
but he's
Rourke,
like, I'm going to arrest you if you don't come with me. And then Sam's like, you're going to arrest federal agents. So they're, you can tell like their identities are still kind of intact, but like something has gone wrong on this mission, and the deputy is saying like that the sheriff's missing or whatever.
Yeah.
Something has gone wrong with this
case
hunt, but it hasn't compromised their like agent credentials yet.
But Sam beats the shit out of this cop.
Sam beats him within an inch of his life.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of should be dead, I think.
Yes.
And Samuel just stands there. He's like, this is fine.
I'm Samuel.
Yeah, I'm Samuel. I'll look like I'm concerned, but I will not stop this.
I mean, you're not getting away with that, Sam.
No. That's true. It's Cum Gutter Sam.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you know who I am? I'm Cum Gutter Sam. He rips off only the bottom part of his shirt, beats the shit out of the cop. He's gonna tear away bottom half of his shirt.
Yeah.
Crop tops. He should have done that the whole time he was soulless.
I know.
Just rocking crop tops.
Hell yeah. Sam and Samuel use the names Agent Rourke and Agent Wynand when first investigating
Wyman, right?
Wynand.
Oh, okay.
When investigating the town, Howard Rourke and Gail Wynand are characters from Ayn Rand's popular novel, The Fountainhead.
Oh, cool. Great.
Yeah.
Objectivist bullshit.
Well, yeah. So, yeah, Sam beats the shit out of this cop.
Although maybe that's kind of good, actually, for
Soulless Sam.
For Soulless Sam.
And Sam.
It does. Yeah.
So the two leave the cop on the road unconscious and drive away.
Yep. Yeah, just in the middle of, like, this is what I mean about Samuel. He's like, there's not a gentler way you could have done that. This guy's like almost dead. He's like, I guess we'll just get in the car, drive away. We'll leave him in the middle of the road.
What bad things could happen?
In the middle of the night where, like, anyone could hit him by accident or on purpose.
Yep.
Samuel doesn't even, like, drag him off to, like...
No.
It's so fucked.
Yeah.
Samuel, you piece of shit. Little tease for the end of the episode. He's the biggest asshole.
Wow. Calling your shot.
Yeah.
In the present, Dean walks into the motel room to see Sam trying to catch up on the year that he was gone.
Yeah, and the cultural touchstone they use for it is like, wow, Mel Gibson really had a...
Wow, I mean, just when you forgot about Mel Gibson.
Yeah. But also, it's like, it's funny / sad because, like, Mel Gibson's back.
Yeah.
He makes movies again.
Yeah. I did hear Fat Man was kind of good last year. The movie he makes, Fat Man.
Oh, I didn't know.
He made a movie about he plays like Santa Claus, and so here's the funny thing.
Yeah,
the pitch is actually kind of interesting. So it's in a world.
He only agreed to do a Christmas movie because he knew there'd be no Jews involved.
Oh my god! So the pitch of that's insane. Very funny and terrible.
I mean, it's Mel Gibson, man.
So the pitch of this movie is it's in a world in which Santa Claus is subsidized by the government.
So fucking cynical.
Yeah, and they basically like the government's being pushed to stop spending so much money on Santa Claus.
Only one government, so he just like works for the U.S. government.
So instead, fucking
Americans. The world doesn't revolve around you.
It gets worse. And so instead, they push him to make weapons of mass destruction.
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyways.
Good Lord.
I know.
Santa becomes a weapons contractor?
Yes.
That's the fucking saddest. Oh, Jesus. Fuck you, Mel Gibson. Listen, Mel Gibson's done a lot of bad things. This is pretty low on that list, but it's still pretty egregious. Yeah. So, at any rate, that's the cultural touchstone we're working with in this scene. It's like catching up. He's like, oh,
guess we don't like Mel Gibson.
Guess we don't like Mel Gibson.
He then gets a mysterious text from an unknown number, giving coordinates to a small town.
Yeah, but the text comes in the form of like a giant image that takes up the whole screen.
Yes.
But yeah,
I did have that BlackBerry. Some old
too.
tech alert. Yeah, that's the Curve, I think.
Yeah,
I definitely had one of those.
Listen, BlackBerry was huge.
It's true. Before there was iPhones, there was BlackBerry. I got great at Breaker.
I mean, yes, BlackBerry. Yeah,
we had very important emails when we were in college.
Yeah, I went to university like right next to the BlackBerry campus.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised they didn't give you guys free BlackBerries. Jeez.
Well, I mean, they gave the university a bunch of buildings.
True. I mean, I guess that's slightly better.
There's like buildings named after them and stuff like that are there.
Here's the BlackBerry room and the Blueberry room.
That's why my alma mater is like the tech quantum computing giant like school that it is.
Yeah.
They started the tech boom there. Now there's a Google office in Kitchener and all that kind of stuff.
Sam tracks the number to Bristol, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
He also finds out that 3 women disappeared there.
Oh, no, we ended up... Sorry, Sam, we ended up in Quahog.
Yeah. Come on, Peter. Sam, I love your cum gutters.
Ooh, yes.
I like this just
Don't get me wrong, that guy looks soulless. But I'd fuck him. Jesus Christ.
I'm a problematic character.
We're all. Oh, okay. I was gonna say we're all avoiding doing Peter.
Yeah.
All the two of us.
Yeah, everyone in the room.
And this live studio audience. Yeah.
Anyways,
we should do that for the French mistake. Anyway, cut that.
So he also finds out that 3 women disappeared there in the last week, vanishing out of thin air.
Yeah.
Sam suggests that they check out what's going on over there, and Dean reluctantly agrees.
Yeah. I'm not sure totally why Dean is reluctant at this point. There's a good justification for it when we later make the connection that Sam has been there before. But at this point, I'm actually not sure what Dean's... Because they're obviously still hunting, but Dean is like, oh, but not there.
Yeah.
But there doesn't seem to be like a
reason.
A good reason for it.
I also don't... Do we find out who sent the text?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that part.
We do at the end.
Oh, okay.
It's who you would expect.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Upon arriving in Bristol, Sam already begins to have flashback of his time there a year ago.
Yeah, like he sees the sign, and then we get a kind of
glimpses of them.
Yeah, we get an old fucking film reel.
Yeah. Just maybe it's because
keep buying war bonds.
Because it either looks like something from the 20s and 30s, or it looks like something from like old porn in the 70s, which kind of makes sense for this episode.
I mean, yeah,
it's just like
that's true.
He recognizes the sign of Bristol when they're driving in, and he meets up with a woman and her husband who happen to know him in a bar.
Yeah, like Sam and Dean go to a bar, and then this woman walks up and goes like, "Oh, like Agent Rourke, you're back."
Yeah.
And
the guy's being a real cook.
Her husband is like not pleased to see Sam, and she's like, "Hey, so you're investigating the thing, or
is that why you're back?
Else, or, yeah, do you want to, I don't know, come and investigate me as hard as you can?"
Yeah, are you a FBI agent, female body inspector?
Jesus Christ!
Sam's the one guy that can make that work.
Yeah, and Sam kind of has like memory flashes of just like railing the shit out of her.
I mean, yeah. It's hot as hell.
And then she and her husband like go like, okay.
You could see them in the background.
They're in the background, and you could see he's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Melissa or whatever her name is.
It's so good.
Like, he's clearly, yeah.
It's just like, look, I know I don't have cum gutters, but I'm right here.
But I have a soul, damn it.
Yeah. It's gonna count for something. Which would fuck me like you didn't have a soul.
Jesus.
Dean confirms that Dean confirms them with a
You're being I wish you'd fuck me like I don't matter to you. Is what you just said.
I mean, look, all I'm gonna say is I've been fighting that on the Discord that you need to have a soul to have empathy, which the only way to have good love. And everyone on the Discord is disagreeing with me and being like, "No, I want to get fucked like you don't care about me."
Yeah, I'll listen. I think there's a time and place for either. I wouldn't want 100% of one camp or the other.
Yeah.
I'd want like 90% of one camp.
I think we can take a guess what that might be.
I'll never tell.
You don't need to. We have how many episodes to show otherwise?
Shit. Fuck. Damn it. Shit.
But yeah, Sam has this flashback of sleeping with the woman. Dean confirms them with a photograph he finds with Sam in the background.
Yeah, because Dean goes to the bathroom. As he's coming out of the bathroom, a waitress gives him a eye up and down.
Yes.
Just to remind us that Dean is also hot.
Yes.
And Dean looks at the wall where it's like, can you eat 70 pounds of seafood in an hour or whatever
Dean's
the fucking
like,
thing is? Dean's clearly thinking about it, but then he sees a Polaroid that like in the background.
Yeah.
You can see Sam and Samuel.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dean plans on leaving the town as soon as possible.
Okay, there's an interesting conversation that happens in this subsequent scene because they're wherever they are, their motel or whatever, or wherever they're squatting. And Dean is like, you don't go to the same town twice.
You don't shit in the same toilet twice.
Well, yeah, but he's saying like that's Dad's number one rule. You don't go back to a town you did a hunt in. It's like, I mean, I know there's a lot of towns.
Yeah.
But like, so you just go like, hey, I've been to that town. Hey, there's like a different monster that's terrorizing it. Not my problem.
Yeah, I know.
It's kind of like,
it doesn't really add up.
I understand the underpinning of it, that it's like you used a fake alias. You might not remember which one you used. It's too easy to get caught in a lie, et cetera, et cetera. But it's also like, that can't be like a hunter rule. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way. That doesn't like
there's not enough hunters in this.
The infrastructure of hunting does not work that way.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But Sam insists on staying to figure out what happened and what's going on.
I need to see if I slept with anyone else.
Yeah.
That couldn't be, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't have slept with like 3 to 5 people last time I was here, right? We're usually only in town for a couple of days.
Yeah. I usually only have sex with a wolf.
Why? Yeah, listen, I don't know what to tell you, Dean. They draw her real sexy.
He takes responsibility for the missing people in town and wants to finish what he started.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think finishing was ever a problem.
Well, not for him. We know about Solar Sam.
I mean, yes,
though.
that's true. Yeah, that's not really his concern.
No, not at all.
He's not about return visits, if you know what I mean.
No.
Dean agrees to continue following up with the affiliates of the missing women for any clues to what might be going on.
Yeah, and Sam decides to go to like the sheriff's office, like the police station.
Yeah.
And immediately that deputy is like, pulls his gun. He's like, get on the ground. Like, he's like, why, you stupid son of a bitch? You came back here? And Sam's like, me? Little what?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't remember anything.
I'm just a widow old Sam. Before Sam does go to the police station, though, Dean does find out that from, I think, the roommate of one of the girls that went missing is she had a relationship with Sam that was loud and athletic.
Oh, yeah. And also, I don't know if we've said it already, but the first time around, it was men going missing.
Yes.
This time it's women.
Yeah. So this episode takes place in Bristol, Rhode Island, as we have said, but it revolves heavily around the Bristol Sheriff's Department. In actuality, no city or town in Rhode Island has a sheriff's department, but rather municipal police departments. Furthermore, of the 40 or so police departments, there are no tan-colored police uniforms in the state.
Interesting.
Yeah. Sam tries to convince the cop
that reminds me of the time.
I was like, I know, but you're not going to be able to not.
I can't. Yeah. Anyway.
That remind. Yeah,
I can't
neither of
do
us
it,
have got
Peter.
it. Yeah, I know. I've never tried.
No, I don't have it. I almost tried again. I don't have it.
Come on, Peter.
You tried it in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Peter.
Oh, that's right. Now we got it.
Yeah, nothing problematic
about doing
Cleveland.
A white person's impression
that's the
of
problem
yes.
with Cleveland on the show too.
Sam tries to convince the cop that he doesn't remember anything, but the cop doesn't believe him and locks him in jail.
Yeah, why would he?
Yeah, absolutely.
The fact that this cop is able to form sentences with words is amazing.
Yeah, it's not fucking jaw sealed shut.
You know, like.
Sometime later, another sheriff named Brenna Dobbs walks in.
Is she actually a sheriff? Because they kind of
they
just describe her
loose.
as she works with.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Precisely because she's in street clothing the whole time.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. But apparently she knows Sam's true identity.
Yeah, she's like, I know who you are. I
why
know you're not an agent. I know why you're here.
What happened to my husband?
And Sam kind of gets some memory flashes.
Yeah.
And basically goes like, your husband was the sheriff. And she goes, yeah, fucking yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't remember anything. And she's like, are you shitting me?
What she actually says is, what is this Days of Our Lives? Which is referring to the soap opera that Jensen Ackles actually starred in, which I love.
Which is cute.
Yeah. But but Sam doesn't remember her at first, but another flashback of Samuel himself talking with the two about hunting. He tells her that he doesn't know what happened, but that he will find answers because that's his job.
Is that the flashback where they're like all at home?
Yes.
In their home? So it's like the sheriff and his wife And Sam and Samuel, or no, sorry, it's them like in the police station, and they're like, "Wait, you mean you hunt monsters?" And
Yes.
Samuel's like, "We know how it sounds." He's like, "You don't."
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
And after some convincing, though, she lets him out of his cell.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why I'm like, how did, like, if she's like a secretary, like, I don't know if she would have this, like, access to the keys and stuff.
I mean, isn't that also the thing that happens in the like Assault on Precinct 13 episode from
Oh,
a few seasons ago?
yeah.
Though the secretary seems
Yeah,
to
it's
have
hard
like
to
an
know.
inordinate amount of.
Yeah. I'm not sure what her role is. Yeah. At this moment, Dean returns home to Sam, now a fugitive, and tells him that he actually got around being soulless and that he knew one of the missing girls.
Yeah. Dean's like, so interesting technique. I think he says like, soulless or not, I've got to say I'm impressed.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a good kind of classic Dean line.
Yeah,
I like that. That
That's
works
good.
for me. Yeah.
Suddenly on the police scanner, the two hear about another disappearance.
Yeah, it's a 1057 or whatever
Yeah.
the thing is. And,
1057.
yeah, and Sam's like,
Car 54, where are you?
yeah.
Dean orders Sam to stay put while he checks out the scene.
Sorry, I got a question too, because
Yeah.
they hear that like the code number or whatever, and then
Dean heads out.
and then Sam is like, oh, it's a missing person or like whatever the thing is. He says what it is.
Yeah.
Are the codes universal
Yeah.
across the
Yeah.
What is the point of the code? Is it just that it's faster to say that there's a kidnapping?
Well, and because
It's not like,
you don't want like general public, maybe.
but if the codes are just like, if they're so known that like they get it right on TV, then
It might just be faster.
anyone that wants to know could.
Yeah, it
know.
might be
Yeah.
faster.
I'm just wondering like the purpose of
Yeah,
it.
because I know
it does feel funny to be like, we need a code. Okay, should we like rotate it so people don't crack it? And they're like, we'll tell anyone who asks what it means.
Well, because I know that like 5150 is like public disturbance.
Oh, okay.
Because there's an amp called the 5150.
Oh, man. Fucking cops.
And rock stars are so cool.
Yeah, rock and roll's not a crime.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
All right. So, Dean orders Sam to stay put while he goes to check out the scene.
Sam, of course, does not.
The second Dean closes the door, Sam leaves.
Yeah, he doesn't like, even really wait for the car to pull away.
No, he literally just leaves the second the
Yeah.
the latch closes. Dean calls
I'd
Sam.
love Dean to be like, oh, I forgot my keys. And he's like, damn it.
Sam!
Son of a...
Dean calls Sam and leaves a voice message after he's found a connection to all the missing women.
Yeah, the connection is...
They all had sex with Sam.
Sam's plowed all of them.
Yeah. So hard they went missing.
Yeah, call Sam a farmer because
Yeah.
all he does is plow. and now it's time to reap what he sowed.
Jesus.
I mean, that's kind of what the episode's about.
It is. But there's clearly like this was all set up as a trap for Sam. Meanwhile, Sam is asking Brenna for the files on the missing men. And he went to her house.
Yeah, and she's got some files. And this is, I think, where we get a kind of memory flashback of the sheriff and Brenna and
Roy.
Samuel and Sam. Yeah, Roy is the sheriff's name. Yeah. And they're all sitting like in their house. And this is where we get like maybe the saddest Samuel has ever been. He's like looking at his empty beer and he's like, oh, it's a hard line of work. And, you know, when you start a family. But our Mary, she was amazing. And then they're like, do you want another beer? And he's like, I'll get it.
Choke back some tears as he goes.
Yeah.
We see these flashbacks, and basically Samuel and Sam talk about the relationship as nothing more than business, and that family slows you down. Because Samuel walks away and Sam's talking to the sheriff.
Yeah.
And he's like Sam, family means nothing.
Yeah, man, Soulless Sam is such a... Oof.
I know.
I mean, he's not even like good at conversation.
Samuel asks Sam if Roy is just a red shirt to him.
Okay, this comes a little later, I think.
Yeah, but not much.
But yeah, there's like, essentially, there's kind of like a plan that Sam comes up with.
Yeah.
And they need to essentially use Roy as bait. But Sam doesn't tell Roy that that's what's happening. because he wants the quote performance to be authentic.
Yes.
And I do like that Samuel's references are things he would know, like from the 60s.
Yeah.
Where he's just some sort of red shirt to you or whatever.
I love that.
I really enjoy that. It's so funny in all of these episodes, and that like we're like they have to be like, we know you hate Samuel, but like Samuel has to be the one like arguing for humanity.
It's so weird. I mean, when it's Sam and Samuel, who's
But also, I mean, I think Mitch Pileggi actually does a really good job because he performs it very honestly, but he's also like not without fault because he's not doing enough to stop Sam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's complicit. He let these kind of things happen.
Yeah.
Even though he's like, it's fucked up that we're doing this, and Sam goes, yeah, and he goes, okay,
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
I think he does a good job of kind of like Samuel is like a person with compunction, but he's also kind of a coward, and he's also kind of, you know, we know now that he's sort of beholden to Crowley and shit like that. Like, it's good. Yeah.
But yeah, so we get another flashback which confirms that the cause of the disappearances of the men were from a creature called the Arachne.
And they describe it like as a creature. They go like, oh, it's an Arachne.
Yes.
Yeah.
He borrows the evidence to put all the pieces together and runs into Dean, who suggests once again that they leave this for another hunter.
Well, yeah, Sam goes out on the porch and we see like cobwebs out there.
Yeah.
And then we keep getting this like kaleidoscope eye is like watching. And then Dean shows up and then he's like, we got to get you out of here. And the eye kind of watches them leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
As the pieces come together, Sam gets a full flashback that fills in the blanks of what happened. The abductions the Arachne made were all men fitting a certain profile.
Yeah.
And used Roy as live bait to track down the
Yeah,
Arachne.
because he's like, I'm too young, you're too old.
Yeah.
So they send Roy to this park, which is at the center of where all the abductions happen.
Totally.
They're hiding in the bushes. They're like, we'll jump out. We'll catch this thing. They don't. And then Sam's like, it's fine. I turned on the GPS on his phone. And Samuel is like, speak English, which again, I fucking love how bad he is at the future.
Who I was I was watching this with my friend who was like, these are not that complicated. I'm like, no, he's from the 70s.
Yeah.
I was like, he
There's a line where he says he's like 89 years young or
Yes.
whatever, which is good. Yeah. But this is like maybe where he says he's just a red shirt or whatever.
Yes.
Like,
And
then Sam's like, no, this was my plan B.
yes.
Anywho, we can follow to wherever they go, and they end up like at like the fucking docks.
Yeah,
or
they
some
face
shit.
off against the creature, and Sam decapitates it.
Yeah, and by the way, they've set up. They don't know how to kill this thing.
No,
because no one's heard of an Arachne.
Yeah, and
outside
Sam's like,
of-
we'll just try a bunch of shit until something works.
Yeah, Samuel's like, no one's seen one outside of Crete for like 2,000 years or whatever. So they don't know what's going to work, so they just bring a bunch of stuff. Samuel shoots it a bunch, it doesn't do anything, and then Sam, cuts its head off like real quick.
Like all supernatural creatures as we found, just cut off their fucking head. Stop trying to find like a silver thing from a different country. Just cut off their head. It seems to always work.
It does. We've yet to see anyone.
Besides a ghost, it's like everything else works.
Have we ever seen anything come back from that?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I
Yeah.
guess next season we
Yeah.
do. Yeah. But yeah, and we see like in this place, there's all these like men all cobwebbed up, and they're like rotting, and they look like they're dying. And Sam basically says like, I don't know anything about Arachne, but I know spiders, and spiders have venom. And it's like, Samuel should be like, not all of them.
Yeah.
And Sam's like, no, all these people are going to die anyway. Let's put them out of their misery. And he basically just goes, pow, pow, pow.
Even though like Roy seems not
is like,
that bad.
no, don't do it. And Sam's like, just so you know, we couldn't have done this without you. You're a hero. Bam.
It's
like fucking.
There's still no confirmation that was the right thing to do
at all. And Samuel, again, like an asshole, just stands there and lets it happen.
Yeah, shakes his head. Well, there's nothing to be done.
I really disagree with this.
Yes, but what's somebody to do?
And then Sam is like, we can't just leave bodies here. We can't drag them anywhere else. Get the gasoline. You're like, Sam is like
it's
Jesus.
Crazy. He believes that that all the men were poisoned, so they kills them all. He shoots all of the innocent men and then burns the house down.
Yeah.
Upon realization, Sam calls Brenna to check if she's okay.
Yeah.
She asks for him to stop by, and Sam senses that maybe she's in trouble.
Yeah, because in the meantime, we have seen
Roy shows up.
Roy shows up, looking all Arachne-esque.
Yes. They arrive, and upon entering the shed, they find Brenna. She asks Sam if it was true that he killed Roy.
Yeah, and then Roy shows up and like throws them around.
Yeah. Sam and Dean, now wrapped in cobwebs themselves, and have to get taken out. They have to get shot.
Yeah.
They got poison in them now. So.
Yep. Listen, I know spiders.
Yeah. And all spiders are venomous.
And he's just like, the brown recluse does this. It's like, there's more than one kind of spider.
It's so funny. Sam and Dean,
It's like, you fucking nerd.
They asked for Roy to let Brenna go.
Yeah, and then Roy, monologues for a bit. That they weren't being poisoned. The Arachne was breeding.
Yes.
Now, I got a slight gripe with this.
Okay.
It's a very small one.
Sure.
And it's a gripe I wouldn't have thought of at the time. This is just 2023.
Sure.
Me looking at it. Is that they say that like the Arachne was like biting them.
Yeah.
To turn them.
Yeah.
So why do they have to be men?
What do you mean?
She was only capturing men.
Oh,
and then his plan is different because it's a lure for Sam, but he's only capturing women. But there's this sort of thing like, if I'm going to make more of me, better be it's like, it's totally unnecessary.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It was like that vampire thing too, right? Where it's like, we'll train the women to lure the guys. The guys will write the poetry for the women, but the women can write it. It's like so elaborate. It's
so
like,
convoluted.
just fucking bite them.
Yes. You're not wrong.
At any rate, he says by the time Sam shot him, he wasn't human anymore.
So the bullet didn't do anything.
He's got like a scar, but he's like, the bullet didn't do anything. Neither did the fire.
Crazy.
So he and the other Arachnes escaped. They hid for a bit, and then he was like, no, fuck this. I'm going to kill Sam Winchester.
It's true.
Basically.
He's kept himself hidden for months, waiting for Sam to return to exact revenge. I like
he's the one that sent the text.
Yes, that makes sense. Then. Yeah. He tells Sam that all the missing women are now Arachne as well.
Yeah.
However, he questions whether to kill Sam or turn him.
Yeah. I like the look of his eye.
Yeah.
The kind of like the two pupil kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a cool look.
Kind of like bug eye sort of thing. It's a cool look, and I do like the kind of like the sort of like
describe.
It's almost like black like veins, like it's what you would do if it's like the poison's creeping. Kind of looks like that, but then he also is kind of like burn scarred. Like there's a few layers of different things happening with him. It's a good look, really good makeup. Mm-hmm. I dig it. I do have a lingering question about where the webs come from.
Their butts.
I mean,
hell yeah.
Is it like mouth? Yeah. Is it mouth? Is it butt? Is it Spider-Man?
Yeah. Very good question.
You know? We may never know.
In this hesitation of...
Is it out of his back like in James and the Giant Peach?
Oh, yeah.
Like on a fucking spindle?
Yeah. Weird. I have no idea. But he's hesitating.
Yeah, remember that spider?
Yes.
Pretty odd. Wood. You little maggot, have you never seen the moon?
Jesus. You watched this recently?
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
but also Blank Check did an episode on it.
Yes, that's right.
So I've also been thinking about
it. Dean breaks out of his cobwebs to attack Brenna and cuts the cobwebs off Sam.
Yeah. And Roy's got Dean, and he's choking him out, and Sam just like runs up, cuts Roy's head off.
Yes, because we know that works.
Yeah.
He tries to apologize to Brenna, but she shuts the door on him.
Yeah, and Sam's like, the only woman in this town I couldn't close the deal
That's
with.
Right. Sam and Dean pack up to leave, with Dean wondering if Sam's okay.
Yeah, and Sam's like,
feeling guilty.
Yeah, he's like, can I do anything for you? And Sam's like, don't patronize me. He's like, I'm just trying to make you feel better, man. And Sam's like, if I did this here, what did I do in other towns?
It's true.
How much do I have to fix?
Yeah. Like, you put my soul back, now I have to feel regret, and like we have to live with that.
And the camera kind of pans away from Sam. We're looking at Dean, and then
Sam collapses.
Sam collapses. Kind of looks like he's having a seizure.
Yeah.
And then we see inside, and we see this image of like Sam burning, and
It's very reminiscent of the ending of No Rest for the Wicked.
Yeah.
When Dean is sent to hell. He's like, his face is covered in fire and like he's screaming, and
yeah,
this looks like maybe the first sign of
the wall is coming
coming
down.
down.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
I like how fast this happens.
Yeah, I forgot how quickly it happened.
Because, we're only at episode 13, and the regular supernatural logic would be like, well, we're going to have like four
Two
episodes
seasons,
where it's fine.
Yeah.
Then it'll start coming down. Then it'll really come down. And,
Yeah.
to line it up to the end of the season or whatever. I kind of like that, like, he got a bunch of memories back and then a bunch of memories unlocked, and it's just like, it's already like, this thing's crumbling.
Well, because I mean, the reality
Like,
is
it's not, I don't think at this point it's like done. I do think we have a few more
think so,
episodes,
too.
but I do kind of like that it's not like a real slow burn. It's just a nice slight change of pace from how Supernatural often does things.
Totally. Yeah, it's interesting because I think that my expectation would be, what you said, like it would take a lot longer. But I think the truth is, like in this, if this was a real scenario, like if you start looking into your past, of course it's going to break everything down.
Yeah.
So I do like the way that's been unfolded. But what do you think of the episode in general?
I really like this episode.
Really?
I do. I don't think it's like the best.
No.
This is not like a 5. But it's good. It's enjoyable. I think like it's interesting to have the memory unlock thing. I like that like we're still finding a way to like show Samuel and Soulless Sam even in a post-soul setting. I like exploring consequences. This is a thing we talk about a lot with Supernatural is if you have a question, they probably have it too, and they'll answer it. And I feel like this episode is kind of that. Like, hey, like we've seen him make questionable decisions. Like he had a year, what else did he do? And we kind of get a bit of an answer to that, and I like that. I think it's an interesting monster. Though I wish they gave a bit more lore.
Yeah.
Like, other than Samuel saying no one's seen one outside of Crete or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't really learn anything about it. There's no mention of like, well, it like the lore says they were turned into a spider because of blah, blah, blah. Like, or just like make shit up. Like, we say we don't know how to kill it, but whatever. Just make something up. Or like how would you find them? Like, while they leave a web, like a real spider.
Yeah, there's really no lore here.
You'd think like, should the pattern be like what in town is like spider web, the spider's in the middle and it waits to feel the thing.
Yeah.
Like there should be some element of like they operate like that too, but instead of webs they're using, whatever, and that's the little like and they go to get their they've done that with other monsters, like to kind of explore that a bit. This episode's
it's pretty thin.
It's bad as an introduction to that monster because they don't get to do that because it's actually more about the personal vendetta of a guy that happens to be a monster.
Sure.
And Sam. So in a way I'm like, cool monster, but it's also like you wasted a new monster on an episode where you couldn't explore it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a bummer. I think Roy is really good. I like his performance. I think Brenna's not great. I don't love her performance. I think she's kind of wooden.
Yeah.
I also I like it, but it's also like fine. It's not a great episode, but I enjoy it like in a way that surprised me because again I totally forgot this episode, like so many this season.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably give it like a 3.75. I think 3.75 comes out of its butts.
I think to date this might be the most forgettable episode I've seen.
Whoa.
I
mean,
I don't think
it's hard to argue.
It's not. I wouldn't say that it's a bad episode, but it's the most forgettable episode. Like, not much really happens.
Yeah.
I watching this. I've watched through this series many times.
Yeah.
I fully was just like, this is an episode. I like fully didn't remember anything from it.
Right.
It's just such a forgettable episode to me. It like functionally works as like a way to go like, Sam sure was bad, but it's like
it has
that.
no global impact.
No, and we like knew Sam was bad. We knew he did some bad shit. Now this Sam needs to figure that out.
Yeah.
Sure. That makes sense.
Sure.
To, like, give him an episode where he gets to catch up. But I was like, yeah, it just felt like there was zero consequences to this except for the ending where he's obviously scratched at the wall a little.
It's a pretty internal consequence though, right?
Yeah.
It's not like
to the like global.
He doesn't get
overarching story.
rearrested.
No,
he's just like, well, and then I killed the guy I wronged.
Yes, yeah.
Next town.
I guess he's a fugitive now, so that's a thing we need to be concerned about. But I don't know if.
But
no,
because he wasn't arrested as Sam Winchester.
Sure,
like,
yeah,
I don't think they would have figured out who he was by the time he got let out.
Yeah. So I think it's serviceable, but it's so like such an unnecessary episode. Beyond the fact that Sam needed to figure out that he was a bad guy.
There's no consequence with that cop that he beat up too.
No.
Like, you have him arrest him.
Yeah.
But that cop doesn't like show up at the end or like follow them as they're, like, you know what I mean? Like, get in the way and then Roy kills him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's that thread is totally left dangling.
Yeah.
That cop should be like, I swear to God, I put him in this cell. Did I get beaten up again?
Yeah.
How many memories am I losing?
Maybe I'm Sam. This is a Fight Club situation,
Got
isn't
CTE.
it? Yeah.
From getting beat up in the street.
So I'm gonna give this 3 out of 5 towns where Sam fucked everybody.
Yeah. Which raises the question of
Sam got kids out there.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't seem like a guy who was wearing a condom.
Doesn't seem. Yeah, I don't think he'd put up much of a fight about it, but he also wouldn't like offer.
No.
Yeah.
No. This is your responsibility.
Yeah. I mean, soulless Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's kind of a dick.
All right. Well, is that the end of the episode?
Well, so slightly out of order, but I teased it. But it is time for the "Fuck You, Samuel Campbell" memorial. Who was the biggest asshole this episode segment?
Yeah.
The most high energy segment we've ever done. A segment so good I often forget it.
Yeah, that's how you know it's great.
Listen, once we get out of season 6, things will get better across the board.
Yeah. We may have plans for future seasons.
We may. I don't know that I want to make that promise, though.
Yeah, you've got a great idea for next season.
But you know what? I do.
It's Samuel Campbell.
Mine is Samuel.
Yeah, it's Samuel.
Just standing by and letting bad shit going like, I'm registering my discomfort, but also carry
It's
on.
fine. Yeah.
As you were.
Yeah, I'm not culpable.
I owe a demon.
I'm not culpable because I
Samuel.
said I don't like it.
Yeah. I was just following orders.
Yeah, there it is. I was waiting for it. Very merciless.
Yeah. When you punch him like this, and when you beat him like that, you could burn all these men, and it's all coming. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
that was not good.
Oh,
I know that's not what you
no.
meant it to be, but
I didn't mean that at
that's
all.
what you said, though.
Oh no!
Mel.
Now I need to atone. That's really bad. Sincere apologies.
Well, I didn't like
Or
it.
edit it out.
No.
Okay, well, I really apologize then, because that was really bad.
No, but I'm saying I don't like it, so that's just as good enough.
I don't know that you want to be the Samuel there. Oh God, I feel so gross about that.
Well,
Oh,
time for a note from a fellow hunter.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, fellow hunter. I'm not gonna make jokes anymore.
They go on to say,
This is how Sam feels.
"Yep.
Oh man.
Hey guys, discovered the podcast last week and am absolutely loving it. A little brainworm that made that made me go back and watch the episode in Croatoan. The reason they leave and don't go out and tell all the hunters is sorry, it's just written weird.
Is it written like that?
But it says go out and tell all the hunters is after Sam's blood comes back clean. The doctor goes to compare his to the other family's blood, and there is no trace of sulfur in any of the samples anymore. Hope that clears up.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
I need to read it. Hey guys, discovered the podcast last week and I'm absolutely loving it. A little brainworm that made me go back and watch the episode. In Croatoan, the reason they leave and don't go out and tell all the hunters is after Sam's blood comes back clean, the doctor goes to compare his to the other family's blood, and there's no trace of sulfur in any of the samples anymore.
Oh, sure, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Hopefully that clears it up.
Maybe reading it differently helped.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm a performer. I was born to do this.
Hopefully that clears things up. And hopefully not a repeat fact, since I see you're in season 6 already.
Very nice. No, that's a great one.
Happy holidays from your fellow hunter Dean. D.
Oh
my God.
I mean, in this episode, a bunch of people got Hunter D.
Yeah. I'm just a D hunter.
Wow.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Nice. What an aggressive TLC show.
D hunter.
We're in Atlantic City. We're here for the D.
All right. Well, if you want to,
it's like American Pickers. American Dickers. Just going cross country, trolling for D.
American Dickers.
He's back, baby.
Yeah.
I came back from the brink.
Hell yeah.
I almost arachnid myself there.
If you want to continue this discussion, you can do so through our Discord.
Yeah, if you go to patreon.com/ghostfacers, it's only $1 a month, and you get access.
$1 a month? Cool.
And you get access
to American Dickers. Our new series.
To Angel Radio. It's our awesome Discord server. Our community there's great. Such lovely people. We talk about Supernatural. We talk about other movies and stuff. And
personal lives. Just
very sweet, lovely people. Great community. It helps to support us.
We've been talking about mental health on one of the Discords.
Yeah. I who can remember?
Yeah, it's kind of a through line through all of it.
Yeah. Is it? Oh God, it's a through line of us.
Yeah. Is that the?
Hey, listening to these unhinged guys made me think about mental health.
Yeah. It's our Discord people are like the women that all got fucked by Sam. They all have mental health issues.
Jesus. What the fuck?
I was trying to think of the thing that had a through line, which was all these women got fucked by Sam.
Good Lord.
All of our fans got fucked in the head.
Oh, man, that was a rough walk.
Things that these women had to say after getting fucked by Sam.
Good Lord. We got a couple of things to edit.
I'll never do it.
I might. We'll see.
I know. I'm now finding out that you edit after things go out.
Not often, just occasionally.
Occasionally, it's a lot when you have 300 and something episodes in a podcast.
Well, you know.
Anyways, if you want to talk to us or leave a review or something, you can do it through our social media platforms.
Yeah, Ghostfacers Pod on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
You can send us an email, and if you have a note about a past or future episode, at ghostfacerspodcast@gmail.com. Also, make sure you subscribe to the podcast and whatever feed you get it on. We will read that review on a future episode of the show. Also, we've got merch at ghostfacerspodcaststore.com, and we have another podcast.
Yes. The Dr. DC podcast, where we talk about DC Comics.
Yes.
Where we talk about DC.
I'm Casey Kasem.
Here's a letter. Yeah, we talk about DC and superheroes and stuff like that. If you like how we talk about monster lore over here,
Yeah.
you might like how we talk about that stuff over there.
That's right. Say goodbye, bitch.
Jerk.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.